This video is sponsored by Brilliant.org. Brilliant is the best way to learn math, data science, and computer science interactively. We'll talk more about Brilliant at the end of the video, but for now, let's get on with how to be mentally tough from the philosophy of Seneca. Lucius Annaeus Seneca was a prominent Roman philosopher, statesman, and dramatist who lived from 4 BC to 65 AD. He is widely regarded as one of the key figures in the philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches individuals to develop mental toughness and resilience, enabling them to navigate life's challenges with calmness and composure. No matter who you are, you will inevitably face devastating experiences and encounter difficult emotions. Disappointments, injustices, physical pain, and sickness are inherent to the human condition. Throughout life, you will unavoidably bid farewell to loved ones and ultimately confront the reality of death. Although these universal truths often instill fear and are frequently ignored, denying them doesn't make them disappear. Instead, it renders us helpless and vulnerable when confronted with adversity. Stoicism offers an alternative approach. It suggests proactively preparing for these challenging moments in advance. By deliberately training the mind, one can cultivate the inner strength needed to endure even the most severe hardships life may present. Seneca's collection of writings, Letters from a Stoic, is particularly renowned and offers valuable insights and practical advice on cultivating mental strength and resilience. In this video, we present 6 ways to foster mental strength, drawing inspiration from the philosophy of Seneca. These insights can assist individuals in developing the necessary mindset and tools to face life's difficulties with courage and composure. Number 1. Focus on one activity at a time. Seneca says, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Seneca's philosophy emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment and the value of undivided attention. Being everywhere refers to the state of continuously diverting one's mind, which prevents us from fully engaging with and experiencing our current circumstances. This fragmented focus leads to a sense of detachment and inhibits genuine connection. In today's gig economy and side hustle culture, it's common for people to compel their minds to juggle multiple activities simultaneously. While this may be perceived as an increasing efficiency and productivity, it often comes at the expense of inner happiness and mental well-being. Society tends to equate engagement in multiple projects with fulfillment and gratification, but we mustn't overlook the toll it takes on our overall exhaustion and potential for burnout. Seneca instead suggests focusing on one task at a time to increase productivity and reduce interruptions. For instance, when engaged in reading, Seneca would advise us to devote our full attention to the text before us. By immersing ourselves in the words on the page and eliminating distractions, we can extract deeper meaning, gain a more profound understanding, and derive greater enjoyment from the act of reading itself. This focused approach allows us to fully engage with the material, expand our knowledge, and sharpen our intellectual capabilities. Similarly, in our daily lives, Seneca would encourage us to concentrate on the task at hand, whether that's work, studying, or engaging in a conversation. By giving our undivided attention to each task, we can achieve higher quality, productivity, and fulfillment. This intentional focus allows us to avoid the pitfalls of multitasking and scattered attention, enabling significant progress and excellence in our pursuits. Seneca placed great importance on time management. He believed that time's a precious resource and that how we use it determines the quality of our existence, so focusing on one task at a time is essential for effective time management. He recognized that attempting to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously leads to inefficiency and a lack of productivity. When we allow ourselves to be pulled in multiple directions, our ability to be fully present is compromised. So Seneca instead urges us to declutter our minds and dedicate our attention to the task at hand. In doing so, we improve our mental health as it conserves energy, increases our productivity, helps us manage our time better, and strengthens our resilience against distractions. By practicing this principle, we develop greater focus and a more profound connection to the present moment. Number 2. Practice philosophy to control your impulses. In the words of Seneca, philosophy teaches us to act, not to speak. It exacts of every man that he should live according to his own standards, that his life should not be out of harmony with his words, and that, further, his inner life should be one of hue and not out of harmony with all his activities. Seneca advised against excessive indulgence in impulsive desires, as he considered them to be potential pitfalls for moral weakness. He believed that submitting to unchecked impulses could lead to harmful behaviour, unethical actions, and a loss of self-control. Among all the impulses, Seneca considered anger to be the most destructive and harmful to our well-being. He believed that anger arises from our inability to control or accept certain situations or events. Seneca believed anger to be temporary madness that affects our sanity, and acting on anger can have a prolonged effect not just on the people, but their surroundings as well. The destructive and irreversible actions driven by fury can sometimes lead to permanent damage. Say, for instance, you've been relentlessly working on a product line that's of very high quality, yet your superior rejects them all for a few reasons that you think were petty. This has made you extremely angry, which leads to an unpleasant altercation between you and your superior. While you may think your emotion of anger is completely justified, the action taken could result in some unfortunate consequences. Once you've taken a decision and acted on it while being flooded with fury, you may not be able to undo it. Furthermore, we often carry anger or frustration from one area of our lives into others, compounding that negative impact. We have the power to shift our mindset and choose healthier approaches for managing overwhelming emotions. Seneca, in his book Letters from a Stoic, emphasizes the transformative effects of learning philosophy. He highlights that philosophy invites us to embrace a simpler way of living in harmony with reason and nature. It provides practical methods for navigating life with a calm and composed state of mind. Seneca teaches that philosophy can assist us in cultivating self-control and developing introspection. By practicing self-control, we enhance our ability to refrain from irrational behaviors. Simultaneously, by engaging in introspection, we carefully examine the worthiness of our impulses. This allows us to make conscious choices rather than being solely driven by the impulsive urge of anger. An anecdote involving Seneca and Emperor Nero illustrates the correlation between philosophy and its advantageous effect on regulating impulses. As the story goes, Nero once became frustrated with a servant who spilt some food on him. In a fit of anger, Nero ordered the servant to be severely punished. Upon witnessing this outburst, Seneca intervened and used the opportunity to impart a valuable lesson. He urged Nero to reflect on his actions and consider whether his response was in line with the teachings of philosophy. Seneca reminded Nero of the Stoic principle of self-control and advised him to temper his emotions and exercise restraint in his exercise of power. This incident clearly indicates Seneca's ability to use real-life situations to teach philosophical concepts and guide his student towards a more virtuous path. From this account, we grasp the profound importance of philosophy in freeing ourselves from the shackles of anger and unrestrained emotions. Seneca's teachings provide invaluable guidance for navigating life with a calm and rational mind. By embracing philosophy, we gain the tools necessary to lead a more virtuous and fulfilled life. Number 3. Stay prepared. To quote Seneca, "Rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes." Seneca frequently discussed the concept that everything in life is borrowed, encompassing our possessions, relationships, and even our physical bodies. Recognizing this truth allows us to reduce our attachment to external things and concentrate more on the present moment. For instance, let's envision a scenario where you possess a beautiful house that holds great significance for you. By meditating on the fact that this dwelling is borrowed and could be potentially lost or destroyed, you can detach yourself from material possessions and discover contentment in the present. Instead of constantly striving for more or worrying about potential loss of what you have, this practice of negative visualization, which Seneca emphasized, aids in cultivating mental strength and resilience. Negative visualization involves purposefully contemplating and imagining worst-case scenarios or envisioning the loss of something dear to us. By engaging in this exercise, we not only foster gratitude for our current possessions, but also mentally and emotionally prepare ourselves for the adversities that life may present. Consider, for instance, a valuable piece of jewellery with deep sentimental value. To engage in negative visualization, take a moment to imagine the possibility of losing or parting ways with that item. Envision scenarios where you misplace it, it gets stolen, or you must willingly give it away. As you vividly picture these situations, allow yourself to experience the associated emotions and reflect on a life without that possession. Furthermore, negative visualization can be applied to various aspects of life, including relationships, health, professional success, and so on. For instance, you can contemplate the potential strain in a beloved relationship, the challenges of dealing with a health issue, or the setbacks and failures you may encounter in your career. By dedicating 5 to 10 minutes each morning to reflect on these worst-case scenarios, you can incorporate this practice into your routine. You can also use negative visualization to confront your own morality. Seneca believed that by imagining our own death, we gain a powerful perspective on the fleeting nature of life. This practice reminds us that our time is limited and encourages us to live with purpose and mindfulness. When we envision our own mortality, we recognize the brevity and fragility of our existence. It helps us shift our focus away from trivial matters and petty concerns, redirecting our attention to what truly matters. By contemplating our morality, we develop a sense of urgency to pursue our passions, nurture our relationships, and contribute to the world. It encourages us to value experiences over material possessions and fosters gratitude for the present moment. We learn to cherish the people and opportunities in our lives and face challenges with resilience and determination. Engaging in the mental exercise of negative visualization and proactively preparing for challenging situations not only fosters gratitude of what you have, but also enables you to take proactive steps to prevent them from occurring. It also equips you to effectively handle them if they were to arise. This practice fosters a mindset of preparedness and adaptability, bolstering your confidence and composure as you approach life's uncertainties. Number 4. Voluntarily embrace hardships. Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labour does the body." Despite his immense wealth in the Roman Empire, Seneca intentionally adopted a lifestyle reminiscent of poverty at times. He would allocate a few days each month to donning coarse garments and consuming minimal food. This practice was not motivated by financial necessity, but rather aimed to temper his desire for material possessions and ephemeral pleasures. Seneca sought to deepen his appreciation for what he already possessed, and, most significantly, develop the courage necessary to confront future challenges. This Stoic technique, known as voluntary hardship, involves purposefully seeking out and embracing challenges that push us beyond our comfort zones. It's a powerful method for strengthening the mind. Seneca likened it to physical labour that fortifies the body. Just as physical exertion challenges and strengthens our muscles, willingly embracing difficulties and hardships provides a mental workout. By embracing challenges and willingly facing discomfort, we foster resilience, discipline, and gratitude, developing a mindset that thrives in the face of life's adversities. To illustrate how voluntary hardship can be practiced, consider an individual with a fear of public speaking, a common source of anxiety. Rather than avoiding situations that involve public speaking, this person decides to confront their fear through voluntary hardship. They actively seek opportunities to engage in public speaking, such as joining a local Toastmasters club or volunteering to give presentations at work. Initially, the thought of public speaking may evoke discomfort and apprehension. However, by willingly subjecting themselves to this challenge, they begin to develop mental strength and courage. With each speech they deliver, they push the boundaries of their comfort zone, learning to manage anxiety, improving their communication skills, and building resilience in the face of potential setbacks. Through this practice, by voluntarily embracing the hardship of public speaking, they gradually diminish the grip of fear and expand their capacity to handle future challenges. It's important to note that voluntary hardships can be practiced even in the absence of specific fears. For instance, one can intentionally underdress for cold weather, turn off the air conditioning in their house or car, take cold showers, occasionally fast, or sleep without a pillow. The key is to actively choose discomfort and challenges that stretch our boundaries and test our resilience. By deliberately choosing to confront challenges and discomfort, we engage in a mental workout that builds resilience, discipline, and gratitude for the abundance we possess. By actively practicing voluntary hardships, we prepare our minds and bodies for unforeseen and challenging situations, realizing that many things we once feared are not as daunting as they seemed. Number 5. Avoid self-victimization. According to Seneca, man is affected not by events, but by the view he takes of them. Seneca emphasized the importance of the dichotomy of control and the concept of amor fati to avoid falling into a victim mentality. The dichotomy of control refers to distinguishing between things that are within our control and those that are not. Seneca believed that while external events and circumstances are beyond our control, we have the power to control our own thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. This distinction allows us to focus our energy and attention on what is truly within our sphere of influence. Amor fati, meaning love of fate, is a Stoic mindset that encourages individuals to embrace and accept every moment of their lives, regardless of how challenging or difficult it may be. Instead of trying to escape or resist these circumstances, Amor fati urges us to love and appreciate them, recognizing that they offer opportunities for growth, learning, and personal development. In today's world, it's all too easy to adopt a self-victimizing mindset, feeling targeted by situations or individuals. Assigning negative meanings to people's responses or inconvenient situations can plunge us into a downward spiral of self-pity. Particularly in the current era, where social media platforms wield significant influence, many unwittingly fall prey to mistaking fabricated narratives for reality. By confusing social media with actuality, we run the risk of comparing ourselves to these fictionalized portrayals, which can foster self-doubt and a sense of victimization. To illustrate Seneca's teachings, let's consider an example. Imagine you've diligently worked and aspired for a promotion at your company. However, when the time arrives, someone else is promoted instead of you. Initially, you may experience a sense of betrayal or injustice, blaming your superiors for their decision. This initial reaction stems from a victim mindset, where you perceive yourself as a passive recipient of circumstances beyond your control. However, Seneca would counsel against dwelling on these negative emotions and instead encourage the application of the principles of the dichotomy of control and amor fati. By understanding that your superior's decision lies outside your control, you can redirect your focus towards what you can control, your thoughts, attitudes, and actions. Rather than adopting a victimized stance, you can choose to adopt a more rational and empowered perspective. By embracing amor fati, you can view your colleague's promotion as an opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth. It presents a chance to re-evaluate your skills, seek feedback, and develop new strategies for future advancement. Instead of harboring resentment or blaming others, you can accept the situation as it is, learn from it, and redirect your efforts towards personal improvement. Through the application of the dichotomy of control and the embrace of amor fati, Seneca believed that we can evade the role of victims in the face of external circumstances. We can shift our mindset from one of passivity and self-pity to empowerment and resilience. Seneca's teachings serve as a reminder that our internal responses and attitudes are within our control, and by accepting and cherishing every aspect of our fate, we can discover strength and meaning even when confronted with challenges. Number 6. Spend time in solitude. In our final quote from Seneca for this video, he says, "Retire into yourself as much as possible." Seneca highlights the importance of spending time in solitude as a mean to strengthen oneself mentally. Seneca believed that by withdrawing from external distractions and immersing oneself in solitude, individuals can engage in introspection, self-reflection, and personal growth. It's in solitude that we have the opportunity to confront our thoughts, emotions, and inner struggles, fostering self-awareness and clarity. To practice solitude, one can carve out dedicated time for oneself regularly. This can involve engaging in activities that promote introspection and self-reflection, such as journaling, meditation, or simply taking long walks in nature. By intentionally disconnecting from the noise and demands of the external world, individuals can create a space for deep thinking, self-discovery, and self-improvement. For example, imagine a busy professional who spends most of their time in a fast-paced work environment, constantly surrounded by people and engaged in various tasks. By consciously setting aside specific periods of solitude, such as evenings, this individual can create a quiet space for self-reflection. During this time, they may reflect on their values, goals, and areas of personal development. They may use this solitude to gain clarity on their priorities, assess their emotions and thoughts, and contemplate their actions and decisions. Through regular practice, they cultivate mental strength, resilience, and a deeper understanding of themselves. Seneca believed that spending time in solitude allows individuals to recharge their minds, gain valuable insights, and cultivate inner strength. It provides an opportunity for self-examination and personal growth, leading to a more fulfilled life. One of the valuable activities you can engage in during moments of solitude to strengthen your mindset is to engage in continuous learning and expanding your knowledge and intellectual abilities. Like, for example, taking the Logic course from our sponsor of this video, Brilliant.org. The Logic course entails topics like everyday math, logic, as well as knowledge and uncertainty. Each topic is covered in detail using numerous practice questions for upscaling your logical thinking. Brilliant is a website and app that offers a free, user-friendly, and captivating platform to explore subjects such as mathematics, science, data science, and various other fields that enhance your mental prowess. At Brilliant, you'll find a wide range of engaging and interactive lessons, covering foundational to advanced topics, with new content constantly being added. It caters to learners of all levels, ensuring that individuals of any age or knowledge level can discover resources that suit their specific needs. In today's technology-driven era, it's crucial to delve into the depths of these subjects, going beyond mere surface-level understanding. Brilliant understands this need and provides a practical approach to learning technology-based subjects. Each course on Brilliant is curated by award-winning teachers who share a common passion for knowledge in the STEM field. Aside from its extensive array of courses, Brilliant fosters a vibrant community of learners. Through collaborative problem-solving, dynamic discussions, and knowledge sharing, users have the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals from all corners of the globe. This supportive learning environment enables users to seek guidance, exchange ideas, and draw inspiration from their peers. To bag this exceptional opportunity to grow in the field of STEM for yourself, make sure to go to our link brilliant.org/philosophies for life, or click the link in the description to try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days. And better yet, the first 200 of you to follow the link will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Join Brilliant today and embark on a transformative journey of discovery and growth. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out our full Philosophies for Life playlist, and for more videos to help you find success and happiness using ancient philosophical wisdom, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.